What's up? What's up? What's up, my mind your money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. As always, hopefully you are in the market and not trying to time the market, because that is impossible to do. So hopefully you guys are having a blessed day, ready for the weekend. It's already Saturday morning here, my time. So let's get into the news. So it says here, the Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ in volatile week lower as Wall Street braces for U.S.-China talks. So let's see what happened. So it says U.S. stocks wobbled on Friday after President Trump hinted more trade deals are coming and raised the possibility of a cut to U.S. on Chinese imports ahead of talks between the two countries this weekend. So it says here the Dow Jones Industrial Average erased opening gains to drop 0.3%. The S&P 500 closed below the flat line, while the NASDAQ was little change. So all three major indexes averages ended the week down less than 0.5%. Right? So markets are focused on U.S.-China trade talks in Geneva this weekend, following a rally in stocks on Thursday as Trump unveiled a U.S.-UK trade pact. As reports flagged a potential U.S. cut to sky-high tariffs on Chinese imports, Trump said an 80% rate seems right in a post to Truth Social on Friday. So the president this week has maintained an optimistic tone about the talks with China, saying they would be substantive, right? So hopes for a de-escalation in tariffs tensions got a further boost on Friday as Trump said many trade deals in the hopper, all good, great ones. In a later social media post. Okay, so Bitcoin was rallying against the dollar amid the optimism, trading above $102,000 after topping $104,000 overnight. So on the earnings front, Pinterest stock surged following an upbeat quarterly revenue outlook that bolstered hopes that ad spending on social media platform will stay strong in the face of tariff risk to the economy. But Expedia slid after the online booking platform missed revenue estimates amid flagging U.S. demand. Yeah, but on the good front, Tesla stock jumped more than 4%, pushing shares to their highest level since February as the EV maker notched a third straight week of gains. So yeah, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So things wobbled a little bit today. So let's see what my stocks did. So my AI leader, NVIDIA, lost 72 cents today, closing at $116.65. You know, Broadcom gained 43 cents. I'll take that, closing out at $208.20. Tesla gained $13.44 today. Great. Closing out at $298.26. My information technology ETF, FTEC is the ticker symbol, lost 2 cents today. Not terrible, not bad, right? Closing out at $169.86. Now, here's the thing about Tesla, right? Tesla, the lowest Tesla got in the last 52 weeks is $167.41. Tesla had taken a beating, since January, and it's now back up to $298.26. So had you gotten in when the stock was low, you would have made some money by now, right? So my S&P 500 ETF SPLG is the ticker symbol, lost 7 cents today, closing out at $66.38. Yeah. Apple gained $1.04 today, closing out at $198.53. Microsoft gained 56 cents today, closing out at $438.73. I remember when Microsoft was going for $145 a couple of years ago, and now it's at $438 a share. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, that's pretty much it, people. You know, nothing major today in the stock market universe. Like I said, the stock market wobbled a little bit today. So we'll see what happens next week. As always, you need to be in the market. You cannot time the market. But most importantly, you need to get out of debt, people. You need to control your money. You need to be able to invest in yourself. Invest into yourself, invest into your family, invest into the stock market, real estate, land, anything that increases in value based on the system that's in place here on this earth. Right? Debt is going to keep you bounded. It will keep you in slavery. Because you are a slave to whomever you owe money to, because you have to pay them back. And if you don't pay them back, they can repossess what they've given you, that house, that car, that land. You know, it keeps you in bondage. So get out of debt. Get out of credit card debt. Get out of student loan debt. Get out of personal loan debt. Get out of car loan debt. Get out of anything that's debt related. And then if you have a mortgage, just make sure that your mortgage, what I go by for mortgage and rent or rent, is no more than 25% of my take home pay. That's what my rent or my mortgage would not be more than 25%. So there are people out there paying 30 and 40% of their paycheck is going towards rent and mortgage, which is crazy because that's just rent and mortgage. That's not including electricity. That's not including water. That's not including Wi-Fi. That's not including cable. That's not including your car payment and the gas that you have to put in your car insurance. That's not including your medical, dental insurance for you and your kids. That's not including food expenses. You know, so when you have 30% of your income going towards your rent or your mortgage, and then you have a couple more thousands of dollars, you know, going towards, you know, everyday living expenses, you're living paycheck to paycheck, or you're living off of your credit card, and that balance is just building and building and building because 20% or more interest is being added to that balance. Yeah, and that's not a good thing. So get out of debt, live below your means. Live below your means. But in order to do that, you have to have a plan. And you can create that plan by starting a budget. And I'll just end it there. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all. If you need help creating a budget, just let me know. It's easy to do. You know, calculate how much money you have coming in each month after taxes. And then subtract what you have going out towards all of your expenses. And if you have more going out than you have coming in, that's a problem. You need to lessen what's going out. Do away with some of those subscriptions. Find a cheaper place to live. Get rid of that car. Get another one that's cheaper. Pay for it cash. Something to get you by, and build upon it. Upon purchasing something better as you save money. Budget. You know, do what you can, but you first have to start asking the questions, and the answers will come. And then once you have the answers, then you have to take action. What's the point of knowing a lot of information if you don't utilize it? It's pretty much a waste. But either way, so disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I pretending to be one. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your hard-earned money. So yeah, that's it. So you guys have a blessed weekend. Peace.